In the season of springtime, more and more people, including gardeners, are spraying herbicides such as 2 and 4-D to nurture perfect lawns free of weeds, for example dandelions. However, little do they realize they are regularly applying more herbicide per square meter than farmers treat in their entire fields. Research has been conducted by the University of Minnesota, led by the ecologist David Tillman, to come up with an environmentally friendly strategy to assist in controlling pesky weeds. Furthermore, it can help suburban lawn growers cut back on their chemical herbicide habit. Joining Tillman in his research was his daughter Elizabeth Tillman and 2 researchers in the United Kingdom, Michael Crawley of the Imperial College Ascot and A. E. Johnson of the Romsted Experiment Station in Hertfordshire. In the spring issue of Ecological Applications, they report that dandelions, a common weed among suburban areas, have an Achilles heel, meaning that dandelions have a high demand for the mineral potassium. What does this mean? Well, as a result of this, lawns planted with grasses that don't need much potassium, for example bentgrass and foxtail, can be kept lush and green while dandelions remain scarce, as long as the potassium fertilizer isn't applied. An experiment was then further conducted in a greenhouse where the team planted dandelions and 5 kinds of grasses. They analyzed the tissues of each plant and found that dandelions by far had the highest potassium content, supporting the theory for their high demand for potassium. They also found that in plots given a low potassium fertilizer, the biomass of dandelions and orchid grass dropped, but the dandelions had the greatest reductions, down to 81% of their biomass in the plots given the complete mineral treatment. In addition, the group studied 19 lawns that had not been fertilized but treated with herbicide, found that the density of the dandelions per square meter correlated with the tissue potassium content of the weeds. This further indicates that the dandelions need ample potassium to thrive. Based on these results that David Tillman and his team conducted, has suggested a step gardeners could take right now. Many common lawn fertilizers contain a high amount of potassium, therefore encouraging the growth of dandelions, and subsequently the use of 2 and 4-D and other chemical herbicides to kill them. However, for many lawns, a fertilizer of ammonium sulfate or ammonium phosphate only would be better, he says. Another exception would be for lawns of Kentucky bluegrass, which is also as greedy for potassium as dandelions are. It is still unknown how widely applicable the strategy of controlling weeds through nutrient limitations will be. Gardeners don't just worry about dandelions after all. They also have to deal with other weeds. Still, field researchers believe that current work is worth following up, says Mississippi State University weed scientist David Shaw. We're only beginning to understand the relationship between the soil characteristics and weeds. Once agricultural researchers learn more, dandelions may not be the only weed subject to this subtle kind of control.